Hello, loved ones. Jazz here, June 10th, 2021. Today we'll be focusing on the importance of trusting ourselves. Why is trusting ourselves so important? Trusting ourselves is important primarily because when we allow ourselves to trust ourselves, we are paving way for new opportunities, goal settings, and other aspirations and admirations in our lives to then flourish and further develop. It's also really important to trust ourselves because in life, we may encounter folks who do not trust us, believe in us, or maybe consistently trying to bring us down. While we do not have control over other people, we do have control over how we view ourselves, how we respond and react to others and the world around us in our environment. And thus, we do have control over the trust, the love, the respect, the value that we then place onto ourselves and how we operate through the world. Again, this is so important because if we don't trust ourselves, then we're constantly running into gaps of one, falling into the beliefs and all the stuff that other people say about us. But two, we can also start to say those things about ourselves. Not only do other people's mess become our own, but there's other parts of our spirits and our voices that if we don't tend to them, if we don't hear their calling, if we aren't fully in alignment, then we start feeling that pain. We start feeling that frustration or maybe that dissonance of here's what I want, here's what I'm looking for, this is what I desire in my life, but here's what keeps coming up. I constantly am running into this. Oh, why is me? Or what am I doing wrong, etc., etc. And the thing is that what's happening is what we want, who we truly are, is not in alignment to what we're doing, what we're saying, some sort of thought process and pattern that we are creating. Because when we focus on a thought for too long, it then develops and manifests into a reality because that's just the law of attraction. As humans, we are so much more spiritual than we are physical. So anytime we think of something, anytime we focus our energy on something, whether that's visually, in social media, etc., or a conversation with a friend, a relationship that we're in, a job that we have, etc., we are falling in to patterns that then create allowance or disallowance that manifest the world and the reality of our dreams, or are feeding into, again, that dissonance and all of those things that we are not looking for in our lives. So no matter what place we're in our lives, we have to trust ourselves, because trusting ourselves is trusting in the process, trusting in the spiritual guides that are allowing us and guiding us to that higher place. Again, no matter where we are, trusting ourselves is so important, because when we trust ourselves, it doesn't matter what is going on, what other people are saying. We know that we have the opportunity and the ability to change our reality, to change our future, to change the way that we perceive ourselves and the world around us. And there's really no greater power than that. I know that we're constantly thinking about money, or what do we need? We need more things. We need better relationships, or whatever, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. All these things that we want to change in our lives. But the reality is that when we change our perspective and we allow ourselves to just have trust in ourselves, saying, I am enough. I am doing the best I can, and my best is good enough. And I trust myself in this moment for the process that is taking place, because I know that that is the process that is meant for me at this time. Trusting ourselves is not easy. It does not, well, it's easy, but it doesn't happen overnight. Once we fall into the flow of trusting ourselves, you like boom, 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 baby. Nobody could tell me nothing, honey. And you can get into that. But to get there takes time, So again, it doesn't happen overnight. But please, just remember, we're gonna go before we go, we're going to light some Palo Santo and just give a blessing and say thank you. If you're still here rocking with us, you feel me, we in this. But just sharing that space, trust yourself. Know that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Know that you are enough just as you are. And trust yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. Because many of us, especially if we've dealt with a lot of trauma, we are giving, not knowing how to truly receive, not just love and, gifts and support and help from others, but also signs, symbols, guidance. Every single thing that we've gone through in our lives has led you and led us to this point in order for us to do the work that is calling to you, whatever that means for you. So with that, trust yourself, trust in your purpose. Know that you're doing great, that I love you. And, it's been a long time coming and we got a long way to go, but we are getting there. We are getting there. So trust in it and trust that you truly do have the opportunity to make a change. We can do this. So again, trust yourself. Remember the importance of it because it will save us. Honey, trust in the good. And yes, I love you all. Again, tap in inward into yourself. And then go ahead and tap in with me too. My name is Jazz Broughton. You can follow me, Jazz Broughton, on YouTube or Jazz Millennium on Instagram. Blessings. Hello and goodbye. Namaste. Much love.